ever get like an idea inside your head and then you can't do anything else until you complete that idea? That happens to me all of the time. I just get very fixated on things. Anyways, that's how I felt about this necklace. I immediately knew that it was going to be one of those thoughts. So I'm also terrible at putting on necklaces, so this is a really terrible idea. Anyways, guys, today I'm going to work as an LPN. It is my last day of the week. Thank God. Once this is over, I'll have worked almost 60 hours this week. I am tired. Sis is tired. So it's also the last day for a couple of our travel nurses. So I've got some snacks in my bag that you saw on my little Walmart trip. It's the only place open this early in the morning. I wish that Aldi's had been open, but oh well, shit happens. I got stuff at Walmart that I didn't really need, and if I would have went to Aldi's, they don't have as big of a selection, so I wouldn't have gotten as much stuff. I will probably have the same patients that I had yesterday, which is really nice because that means I don't really have to, I just have to get an update as far as report goes. And I also already know their medications. I already know like kind of what they're going to need, how they are. I know some of them might be discharging today. So that's also really exciting. Overall, I am ready to just have a good day. I'm ready to get these 12 hours over with and to be at home in my bed. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Really doesn't look that great. My eyes look fine. Face, not so much. Look at this green chili. Yum, yum, yum. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am exhausted. So before I get into my day, I got a question in a previous comment section of a video that I kind of wanted to talk about. They asked if I liked working as an LPN because they had just finished their school, and I want to say I love it so far. No one ever treats me differently because I'm an LPN versus an RN. The patients don't know the difference. They don't like examine my badge and what's an LPN? And the main difference that I experience on my floor is I can't give blood products. I can't do any medications that have to be titrated, which we don't have any of those on my floor anyways. And then blood products. Oh, and I have to have an RN check off my assessments before the end of the day. So the charge assigns certain nurses to look over my assessment and make sure that it looks fine. Sorry, it is super cold here in Kansas. It's like 30 degrees, it feels like. There's just such a wind chill. So my nose is really stuffy. So yeah, I love being an LPN. The money is not super great. I make a lot less than an RN base pay. I don't make that much more than the techs, but I feel like it's a great learning opportunity. I only started working there at the beginning of November, but I feel like I've already learned so much about like being comfortable with the patients, being comfortable talking to doctors, being comfortable talking to family. Like that stuff is so scary at the beginning, and like learning the computer system, and I've learned a lot about pharmacology, about like what certain medications are for, and like what to look out for, certain medications to ask the doctor for, and really, I mean, the big thing is just getting really comfortable with like patient assessments, passing medications, like not being slow at the Pyxis, being more comfortable giving insulin injections, and starting, I haven't had to start an IV yet, but like starting an IV medication or giving an IV push, and learning which IV pushes are longer, and learning different diseases, seeing those diseases in real life versus made up in a simulation lab, or like just reading it out of a textbook. And like how to interact with other nurses, like when to ask for help. Like one of my patients today started to not be doing so hot, and I was really scared. Like I don't want to call a rapid. I don't want to have to call a rapid. What can I do now to start preventing him from getting worse? You know, and it's calling the doc, and like they don't answer, so you have to page them again, and like knowing like, okay, if a doc doesn't respond in an hour, I need to page them again. Like that's their job, that's what they're getting paid to do, and I don't have to feel bad as the nurse having to page them a second time. And like I've gotten really good at drawing up insulin, drawing up and just heparin, giving a Lovenox shot. I'm getting a lot better at IV medications because they use a different system than what I used in used in Colorado. Like the actual, like it's a Plumbot thing. I can't remember what it's actually called. And I said Plumbot like from The Sims. And I'm hoping that the longer that I'm here, like longer I'm on a med-surg floor, because that's what my floor is, some of the pieces will start to come together a little bit more with some diseases, because even though I'm on a cardio unit, I do see different things. Like I had a patient with MS, and that's not cardio related at all. People with cirrhosis, not. It's like if they need to be on telly, then they can technically come to my floor. Or if they have history of heart disease, like any kind of heart disease, they can come to my floor. So I see a wide variety of different cases. And I'm hoping that the longer that I do it, the more connections I'll make. The nurses on my unit are also super helpful, and you know, understand that I'm in school, and like have looked at some assignments for me. I just have a really great unit, and like my nurse, whenever I was precepting, would ask me if I had any questions about the medication, and she would like, well, what is this medication for? Because you don't need to give something if you don't know what it's for. And I don't know, I feel a lot more confident in my nursing skills, except when I'm in front of instructors. But I haven't been to clinicals since I started working as an LPN. So I'm excited to see how that goes in the spring. Because then I'm technically working under, you know, a nurse's license. We can kind of like, I don't want to say it's like blurred lines, but it kind of is, because I might be at the same hospital that I work in. but I did request to not be on my unit because I feel like then it would be really hard for me to know the difference and to get a better clinical experience and be a more well-rounded nurse. I think if you are an LPN and you are in nursing school, working on a med-surg unit like I work on, where my patient load is 4, 5, or 6, it's great. I think long-term care is great because you'll see a lot of medications. It's wherever you want to work. Like, I want to work in the hospital, bedside nursing, like this is what I want to do. So even though the unit that I'm on is not where I want to be permanently, I make these good connections and it's a safe environment to learn. And like, nobody is ever judging me. And I don't know, like, I had a patient, I felt like he was in fluid overload. He goes and have these scans done, all of these things, and guess what? He's in fluid overload. And I'm like, I knew this. I could hear it in my stethoscope, like in his lungs, like this man has too much fluid. And the nurse around me like encouraged me, like, call the doctor, like, you have that right. You're worried about your patient, like there's a change in condition and he needs to know. Or it was technically a she, but whatever. So yeah, like, I think it's great to, even if it's not exactly where you want to be, just work somewhere as close as you can get to the place you want to be as a nurse. I don't think that you need a year of med-surg whenever you become an RN. Like on my floor, I haven't had to stick one IV. I've only had to do one Foley. I just pass a lot. I learn a lot about time management. Again, how to talk to docs, how to talk to families, how to talk to the patient. And a lot about medications. And even though I can't give blood, I've learned the process of giving blood. Yeah, I've learned a lot. So to today, I had the same patients I had yesterday. So the beginning of the day started, really boring. And then like my patient started to not be doing so hot. I got an admission. 2 of my patients were supposed to discharge and they ended up staying. And so I was like getting a whole bunch of orders at like 6 o'clock. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have time to get this all done by 7. And guess what? I got it all done by 7. I got out almost on time at 7:45. I got to actually take a lunch today. I didn't take an actual lunch yesterday. I just ate really quick. And don't get me wrong, I have plenty of time where I'm sitting down and I'm just like, there are times where it's really busy and then there are times where it's really slow. Like, I went really quick this morning because I already knew my patients, already knew kind of how they were going to be. I knew their medications. So I got my meds, my assessments, and all of my charting done by like 10:30, which I've never had it done that early before, especially on 5 patients. Like, it was the first time I think I felt like I was drowning, but my other nurses were there to help me, and they're like, you're fine. Do you need us to put some orders in for? Do you need us to do something? And I was like, no, I just need to take a second and breathe and realize, like, I need to get my ducks in a row and like figure out what I need to do first. And I made it happen, and my patients are all fine. They're stable, and they're gonna make it through another night. So I'm gonna go home, enjoy a nice hot shower, maybe even wash my hair. I haven't decided. And eat some chicken parm with my wife and cuddle on the couch with my puppies and get ready to enjoy my day off. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlogmas vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be posting videos for another 2 weeks every single day. It is December 11th and it's getting kind of exhausting already, but I promise to keep on doing it. If you have anything that you really want to see, make sure you comment it down below and I will be sure to include it in the next video. All right, thanks guys, bye.